Hello everybody, yes, so I played Predecessor in early access and I want to share with you my opinion so far. Keep in mind, this is pre-release, even pre-early access, just a bit, but probably using a close build to the one that you'll be playing. But keep in mind, the game is still in development. And not just that, the developer mentioned they're focusing on gameplay, and we're going to talk about gameplay. I'm going to mention other things, but keep in mind those things are subject to change. But bottom line is that the game felt Paragon. By that I mean it felt very close to what I felt when I remember playing Paragon. Those amazing moments, the relatively slower pace, we can strategize around lanes. The surprising, you can surprise different lanes. The design of the map is the one that I prefer better, far better from Overprime, by the way, in my opinion. Although I have to admit that I really like the invisibility bushes and some other element they actually put into the game, like the prime dunk and stuff. I mean, it's nice and it's cool. However, sometimes because you are kind of a crampy to relatively short time, sometimes when you make too many things, you kind of lose the core gameplay. You need to keep in mind that if you're looking at around 25 to 30 minutes mark, right? If you cramp too much, it's kind of saturate the gameplay and you get less of what actually makes the game fun. But that I mean strategizing around the three lanes, what makes MOBA games really exciting because of the three lanes, because of the micromanagement, that you have time to actually experiment with things rather than jump into group fights and just try to farm the jungle, for example. What I felt actually happen quite frequently when I play Overprime. So the mechanics felt good, but there are many things that they still need to work on. For example, the UI. Don't like the UI, but I don't like the UI. If you want to look how a good UI looks, take a look at Overprime. It's just amazing. Same goes to the other screens. Keep in mind, many features are still missing. The controller doesn't really work that properly in some situations. Also, the hero screen again is not exciting. And I don't know, when you look, for example, at the hero screen in Overprime, the lighting is much better. They really kind of emphasize on the little details. You can rotate the character as well. Come on, this is ABC for getting excited looking at your new unlocked skin. But again, this is not their focus. There are many of these little things, but this is not the focus for Omeda Studio. Now they are focusing on nailing their gameplay right. If they don't nail it right, nothing else matters. The gameplay is the main focus here, and I agree with them. If they nail it right, everything else can be further enhanced and adjusted and improved. Now keep in mind, this is running also on Unreal Engine 5. Thing is that they're still using, if you compare it, for example, to Overprime, I mean, there are areas like the jungle that looks better, very atmospheric and nice. But basically, they're still using assets from the same assets. They can improve it, by the way, but they need to redesign it. And I don't know if when they release the assets, they release it, the higher resolution ones, which they can use using 9 technology in Unreal Engine 5. Because again, it doesn't look like, a big improvement. Although when it comes to lighting, and some other effects that make it look more atmospheric, and the details on the ground and the grass, it looks really nice. But I think still there's a room to improvement considering the fact that running on a very latest engine from Unreal Engine, and it can vastly improve, by the way, the visuals even more than what you see here. Now, talking about the map, this is the map that I like. And because, by the way, you don't have all the extra features that Overprime had, you find yourself really strategizing around the lanes. And that's what makes, by the way, Paragon really exciting. That's what makes overall MOBA games exciting, where you have time to work around the lanes. There's kind of a static time where you can get in and out, surprise enemies in the lane. Whether you support character, whether you're a jungle, you have more opportunity to kind of surprise players that are kind of pushing down the lanes. If one of these towers fall down, there's another one behind them for as a backup. So basically, there's still kind of a time for heroes to, protect the lane rather than everybody just moving on and then group together because the lane is already open and the person who actually was in the lane just moving out of the lane and group up with others. Of course, this will happen, but I really love that, you know, you have more time playing around the lanes because this is again a mobile game. Those 3 lanes, strategize around them. So I really want to feel it, that it's an important part of the game, and I really feel it when I play Predecessor. Now, in terms of visual, by the way, I really like the color palette. I like the greens, I like the lighting effect. They really did very good job here. The game looks beautiful. Visually, it looks really nice. It's pleasing to the eye. I really enjoy it. This is, by the way, on the highest graphic settings, epic settings. It looks beautiful and plays well, and it seems very, very well optimized. But this depends on the graphic card, and actually I prefer that, you know, players with lower end machines will submit feedback because it's important to reach larger audience, that the game is optimized well. It seems like so, but again, I can't really judge just playing on my own on my machine. Yeah, and I will continue complaining, by the way, about the UI. Jesus, like, look at the color of the HP bar. This what? Listen, the UI is terrible. Look at Overprime. The UI is perfect. Look at this one. The UI is terrible. I don't care. I'm going to continue playing about it until they're going to, somebody, I don't know, we're going to do something about it. All right. That aside, gameplay-wise, the game is amazing. And that's the most important thing. I mean, yeah, right now. Anyway, bottom line, I'm having fun. And I did several matches, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. That's how I enjoyed playing Paragon. And that's what I want. That's what I want. And thank you for this, Omeda Studio. Thank you. But there are things to work on and improve. But overall, the gameplay itself feels good, and I'm sure it's going to be even better with better feedback. And of course, we have feedback, by the way. We're going to provide it for the developers to improve it. But overall, we are really in the right direction. Oh, by the way, I want to show you a few things. First of all, let's take a look at the UI. Look at the UI. What the heck is that? So confusing. Although you have auto buy, by the way, which is great. It's a great feature. You can choose the build, but UI is so confusing. I still don't understand anything about it. And I play several games. I don't understand anything. So confusing. Fix it. Now the jungle looks beautiful, atmospheric. You really feel it. You get inside. You feel it's kind of eerie, you know, and scary. You know, you get these different vibes when you leave the lane and enter the jungle. That's how it should be, by the way. And they design it very well. Also, look at the reflection here. Really looks really, really nice. Now, I know many players don't even maybe care about it, but the color palette is really beautiful. You know, when you look at both the reflection, the colors, the blue and the greens and the ground color, you know, and this semi-transparent barrier, it's a beautiful game, and the lighting is beautiful. We can expect, in, of course, Unreal Engine. Look how beautiful the jungle looks. It's a beautiful game, guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful game. So again, when it comes to design, well done. I mean, the maps look beautiful. It's immersive. It's fun. I really like it. Let me just give you a bit more, less talking and more listening, so you can see, hear how it feels like when you get into the jungle.
Ally has been slain.
Now, regarding the visual effects are also beautiful, really nice. By the way, I don't know, by the way, regarding the wars, if they made alert signal. I haven't even paid attention to it. But the visual effects, by the way, looks really beautiful. Again, the game looks nice. The visual effects also looks nice. Take a look, for example, when I'm going to ult soon, so you can see, you know, the visual effects, and you can see they're really, really well made. Now, although many things are happening on the screen, it's actually, there are lots of visual cues that help me understand the direction I'm actually hitting, seeing the projectile of my allies on the enemies. So it's well designed. The other thing, by the way, regarding the UI, you can see that the bottom UI, I think you should reduce it because the size of it, because again, it's overlapping the character. The reason I like playing, by the way, Paragon and playing this game is because of the third-person perspective and closer camera. But again, it's just overlaying, you know, half of the character, and I don't like it like that, a third of the character. So I really want them to minimize it. It's already pretty big, and it's kind of a, I want to be more immersed, and it actually kind of partially ruined my immersion. Now there are situations where the camera get too close, where it kind of lost a little bit. You're going to see here in a moment. I just really couldn't understand anything. The camera got closer, you see, and because I was closer to a wall, so it happened to me before, and I just couldn't understand anything. It's just too close. Again, those things that can be further improved.
Slain.
So as you can see, the game looks beautiful and very cinematic, and I love that. I really enjoy that. Give me the extra immersion when I play, and you play so many hours if you want to be able to enjoy it. So really, the game looks absolutely stunning. I'm not saying they can improve it. They can if they decide to now with the Unreal Engine 5, but it looks beautiful nonetheless. So again, focusing on gameplay, the game feels amazing. Amazing. That's the reason, by the way, that many players who played this game in Overprime and others love Predecessor because of the gameplay. It feels great. So if it plays like that, it's not like I'm saying to myself, all right, they have a long way to go to nail the gameplay right. They're already making the game fun. Part of it, of course, is the balance, map design. And so I'm happy. I'm happy. There's way to go, but I'm happy with what we have now in terms of my gameplay experience, and I'm sure many others feel the same. So again, thanks to Omeda Studios for making it. Of course, I'm going to share with you more gameplay and of course more advanced things. I need to again relearn back. I forgot so many things from when I played Paragon, and I haven't played Predecessor that much. The last time I played is in April. And yeah, so I need to play more. Overall, I'm having fun, having a blast. And if you like what you see, I recommend joining the early access. Remember, if this is the game that you enjoy, you want this game to be really great for the long run. So I really enjoy providing feedback to the developers. I'm sure they're going to listen to our feedback, and hopefully they'll make the game better. I don't know what about the UI. They're sticking with it. I don't know. Hopefully this will be addressed as well, as long as other feedback provided by the community, and we're going to have an amazing mobile game to play for years to come. Thanks for watching, everybody. Consider maybe leaving a like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.